Imply that Senator Clinton will hold her whole campaign dependent on what happens in the Credentials Committee a month from now? In other words, she'll stay a candidate simply on that principle.
No, I don't think there's any. Look, if she truly wanted to do that, she would. But don't forget, superdelegates themselves, that Obama may end up getting enough superdelegate endorsements that it won't matter how many new votes or whether stuff gets restored inside the Credentials Committee at the end of July, early August, whenever the exact date of that Credentials Committee is. So I think that by punting is not a victory for the Clinton campaign at all. And as much as, because I don't think they're going to have there's not going to be the will, frankly, among a lot of Clinton donors to give more money. There's just not going to be that will to keep going and waiting nearly 2 months for a decision on Michigan.
You know, when I talk to you, Chuck, and you are probably the best expert in the country on counting these delegates and knowing the whole situation, I get the sense that the clock is really running down to perhaps midweek next week, maybe Thursday or Friday. We will have enough superdelegates who have agreed to support Senator Obama that this is over with. They will have a requisite majority under any count. Is that right?
I think that's right. I think that's what they want to go for. The question is, look, the Obama campaign is frantically, maybe that's too strong a word, they're aggressively trying to get these superdelegate endorsements out on Monday and Tuesday before the polls close in Montana, because they would like to use actual voters and pledge delegates to put them over the top rather than do it by press release. There isn't that same drama. It's not a Frank Capra moment if you do it by press release.
Right, but Rachel points out that there have been many days in the past we've been told there's going to be a stampede, an onslaught of superdelegates courtesy of Nancy Pelosi, and it hasn't happened.
Right. No, it's a fair point. It's something the Clinton campaign talks about, and you just sit there and you wonder. But look, I talked to superdelegates. There's a couple of undeclared superdelegates on this Rules Committee. I talked to one of them who admitted to me, look, if we rule that somehow we're not seating full delegations for Florida and Michigan and full votes, which would be, the best possible solution for Senator Clinton, and instead we're doing this 50% deal, half the power in Florida and half the power in Michigan, then he will conclude, this is just this one person, he will conclude, well, there's no mathematical way for Clinton to get the nomination. Right. Now I'm comfortable coming out for Obama. So I do think today has some influence on these supers who are sitting there going, well, wait a minute, I really didn't want to come out until I knew there was no mathematical chance at all for Senator Clinton. Now that I believe there's no mathematical chance, now I feel comfortable doing it.
So ironically, this could be a good day for Barack to begin to close this down.
Which is why, by the way, their campaign manager is here, David Plouffe. He's here working the room a little bit. I think they know it. They realize that they need to have a resolution because, as you say, this could end up being a good day for them, as well as a day like Howard Wolfson's already declared victory.